What's up guys, Simply Coco here and welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Mount Komorebi speed build. So this will be my last Snowy Escape inspired build for now. I will still build in this world obviously, but this is going to be my last, like, I'm building with the new pack, here's a build. This is the last build of that nature because I've released a lot of those so far. All the rest of the simmers and things have stopped posting Snowy Escape specific content. So I'm ready to move on and do other things, especially now that it is December. I am working on a Christmas inspired home, which will come out probably this week. It's a pretty simple home. It won't take that long. I want to get it out today, but I'm officially in my new apartment and in my new office. Expect an office tour coming soon. But I just didn't have time to do a whole build. I haven't played the game in like 4 days, 5 days, if not longer. But yeah, but you can still expect Snowy Escape content in the form of my Snowy Escape Let's Play. The introduction part and parts 1 through 4 are currently up on the channel, so please go and check those out if you haven't already. Just no more Snowy Escape specific builds for the time being, but obviously I will still be building in Mount Komorebi. It just won't necessarily be a Snowy Escape inspired build. But as you can tell from the title of this video, I am building a Japanese modern home that is going to belong to an Olympic gold medalist. So obviously, since this pack is all about winter sports, they are a Olympic athlete that participates in the Winter Olympics, and they are a snowboarder. Yeah, they're a snowboarder, and I imagine it being a female just because of what I end up doing with the furnishing. Because normally when I do modern homes, I do the normal black and white and gray color scheme, sometimes with a pop of brown in there. So when I started the interior, that's exactly what I was going for, and I was like, no, I have to do something different. Quick tangent, I really love using like when I first did like my little video about platforms, I said, like, who would actually use platforms as stairs? Like, I feel like it's more trouble than it's worth, but I actually really quite enjoy it because you can almost kind of make diagonal staircases that way. I just really love how my little staircases ended up in this build. I just really like it because it's like they come from the front and then they also go to this side area over there behind where I'm putting this landscaping. Where I have these like rectangle pavement pieces, I end up just putting outdoor things right there. I put a outdoor table. It's a full like 8 sim dining table, and then I put another half wall there, and I put a grill, like a little outside kitchen basically, because I imagine the sim that lives here does entertain a lot, and that will really come through with how I decorate this front portion. I put a what is it called? A hot tub, and then I put like a sunken in fire pit. And I won't steal that idea. I got it from James Turner. He did it in his recent farm speed build. So I did like a sunken fire pit, and then I did another seating area using the perfect patio couches, I think they are. This is me just putting terrain paint under the pavement to make it look like the grass underneath is dead, just so it's more realistic. The trash cans go over here. I end up moving that, and I put the rack of skis and snowboards in that corner just because I feel like it makes more sense being there, just so the trash cans aren't like one of the first thing you see, because I end up extending those pavement rectangles like on the further back and then even behind the house. So I put the trash cans behind the house. But now we're on to the interior, as you can see. So I really, really, really wanted to use these couches from Snowy Escape because I hadn't used them yet. I actually first discovered this swatch starting this build, and I was like, I have to use these, but I didn't love it. I struggled with this. I struggled with this entire build. Once I started struggling with the living room, the rest of it just became a complete struggle bus. I could not get through it. So there's a lot of cuts in this video, and there's going to be a lot of like, I start something and then I don't finish it, and then the video cuts, and then when it comes back, the whole room is done, because I would just get so frustrated that I was like, okay, I have to go do this off of camera. And then by the time I figured out what I wanted to do, I didn't want to go back and like delete everything and then re-record it. So I'm sorry if that bothers you. That only really happens like very apparently in the living room. So you can pretty much ignore everything I'm doing right now. I just wanted to keep it in there just so you could like see my process, because sometimes people like that. I've said this before, speed builds aren't necessarily tutorials. If you want like a step-by-step of someone's like thought process, it's best to watch Let's Builds, which I do those sometimes. But in a speed build, it is also nice sometimes to like see one way someone was going with something, and then they were like, no, this is bad. I don't like it. Let's change it. And then you see the final outcome. So this is going to completely change. And then I also thought about it. I was like, okay, here we are doing another modern house with black and white and brown and gray. See, there we go. So the living room completely changed, and it really came down to the kitchen. Because when I got to the kitchen, having the living room that I had, I was like, okay, this is decent. I was okay with it. But then when I got to the kitchen, I was like, none of the kitchen counters are going to go with the aesthetic of what I just did the living room in. So I completely changed the living room. So the living room now has pink couches, which I think are from City Living, if I'm not mistaken. They're very sleek and modern, and they don't look very comfortable at all. But I don't really imagine that she spends a lot of time in the living room. Like I do think she entertains a lot, but you'll never just find her chilling in her living room. Like it's more so just for entertaining. I do imagine she's fairly young, maybe anywhere from 24 to 26. She's like, maybe she was a child prodigy snowboarder when she was little, and maybe she qualified for the Olympics at 17 and won her first gold at 19, and then at 22 she got all of these big endorsements, and maybe she's been in movies and has won several more gold medals since then. And yeah, she's just rich. I'm gonna try my best to look up the snowboarding what is it called, the snowboarding event that actually happens at the Olympics, because I looked it up when I did this build, and I was going to mention it in the voiceover, but I completely forgot, because I finished this build like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So yeah, I don't remember. So the event that she participates in is called Snowboard Cross or Border Cross, and it's basically racing. So you have so many snowboarders starting at the top of a mountain or a slope or whatever, and they basically race down to the bottom. So that's what she does mostly. And she also does big air, and big air is where the competitor on a snowboard performs tricks after launching off of very large jumps. So she participates in big air events and snowboard cross, or whatever the other name I gave for it was, border cross. So those are the two events she does, and she has gold medals in both. that's assuming you can actually do more than one event. I'm sure you can, but if you know anything about the Winter Olympics or the Olympics in general, because I'm pretty sure the rules might be the same, I don't know, just let me know down in the comments. But those are the events she participates in. Yeah, back to the build, I guess. So yeah, I'm going with that pink in the living room, and then the kitchen, I did use the Snowy Escape counters, which I didn't like because the Snowy Escape counters are clearly made from wood, and this is a modern home. So I was like, eh. But I figured it worked because we are still in Mount Komorebi, which is a Japanese world. So maybe we'll just say, the person that built this house wanted to have that, that natural element of the wood being used in the home. I ended up liking what I did at the front entrance here, which is supposed to be like the Gankin, where you take off your shoes so the dirt doesn't get in the rest of the house. I used one of the podiums from Get to Work, and then I put like a Japanese looking flower on top, and then I used 3 ottomans from Spa Day to surround it, and then I put like the cluster of pillows from Toddler Stuff, and it just made for like a little cute seating area. And then this is just a little like sitting room. There's really no purpose to this room. I usually like to put something functional in every single one of my rooms that I build. So even if it's like even if it's a garage, we don't have cars in The Sims, but even if I put a garage in a build, I want something in that garage to be functional. So I'll put laundry or workout equipment or something like that. So that room is probably the first room I've ever done that really has no purpose. I could have put one of the book clutter objects that also doubles as a bookshelf. I could have put one of those on those eco lifestyle shelves that I put next to the door, but I just didn't think about it. That room leads out to the front decking though, and once you go out that door, you'll run right into the sunken fire pit, but we'll see that in a second. I just put a little seating area over there in that corner. This is the dining room, if you didn't figure that out by now. I'm sure you did. I'm just adding the bookcase from Snowy Escape, and then this room is very, very simple. I don't remember if I keep that plant there. I probably do. But now moving on to the upstairs. We might go back downstairs eventually because I think I placed something somewhere where there was supposed to be a bathroom door and I forgot, and then I had to go back and change it. That I may have ended up doing that off of camera though, so if I did, I apologize. But there's supposed to be a bathroom. If you remember where the fireplace is, there's a room behind there, and that's a bathroom. But this is her bedroom. I absolutely love the color scheme of her bedroom. This bed is from Eco Lifestyle, and while the bed is clearly gray, white, and black, I kind of get like some bluish vibes from it in certain lighting. Like it kind of looks like a grayish blue, and I just really love it. I used the mural that came with Snowy Escape of the rock climber that has reached the top of the mountain. I love that mural on a crisp white wall. It looks so nice and so modern and just perfect for a home like this. Yes, she's a snowboarder, but she probably does rock climbing as well because she is athletic. Oh, excuse me. I think rock climbing in The Sims it's a skill within itself, but it's like a fitness activity. So maybe people that live in this world go rock climbing as a source of like exercise, because that doesn't necessarily have to be a sport. It could just be a hobby. So I imagine she does do some rock climbing, and this is completely random, but I just thought I would throw it in there. I would say she does have a boyfriend, but not at heart, that's the wrong way of putting it, but I feel like she probably has a boyfriend, but she's secretly a lesbian just because she has been in the limelight from such a young age. Not that young, but since she was a child prodigy, so I would say as maybe 14. And then she started winning national championships and then went to the Olympics at 17 and then won her first gold at 19. So it's like she's been in the limelight, and she has all of these sports endorsements. She's been on cereal boxes and stuff like that, and she's just scared to come out because of her image. She doesn't want to lose what she has. So I imagine she does have a boyfriend, but maybe he knows that she is a lesbian. So I don't know. I'm literally just coming up with this off the fly, but I was going to say maybe he like knows that she's a lesbian, and they kind of have an agreement that like maybe he's an athlete too, an Olympic athlete as well. And they just have an agreement to where, okay, I'll say that you're my girlfriend to help you out. But maybe they're like actually best friends or something. I don't know. That would kind of screw up his love life realistically, but I don't know. You can have whatever storyline you want. You can have this be for a guy, gay, straight, bi, whatever, girl, whatever you want. Elder, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. But this room, obviously, since she lives alone, unless she has like a secret girlfriend or something. This is just a guest room. I didn't want to make this a family home because the speed build that I did before this one. So the video right before this was part 3 of my Snowy Escape Let's Play. But before that, I did a family home in Mount Comaribby. So I didn't want to make this another family home. So I was like, what? I haven't done a modern house yet. So why don't I just kind of do one for an Olympic snowboarder, since I haven't done that yet. So yeah, I still, at a few videos ago, I said I was going to do a base game plus Snowy Escape plus Tiny Living, because whenever a new pack comes out, I always do a tiny home with it. Because when Nifty Knitting came out, I did base game Nifty Knitting and Tiny Living. When Eco Lifestyle came out, I did base game Tiny Living and Eco Lifestyle. And I just kind of want to keep that theme every time a new pack comes out. So I will do that with this eventually, but it will probably be a while now because, like I said, I want to kind of back away from the Snowy Escape specific content. And with all of the Snowy Escape speed builds I've been doing, you've seen me use all of the Snowy Escape objects in several different ways. So you watching me do a limited pack build with Snowy Escape and Tiny Living is not going to be that exciting. But that will come in the future, just for those of you who might not have all the packs, because I definitely did not pack restrict in this build, and I barely packed restrict at all. So if that bothers you, or you just want to see me do more pack restricted builds, just let me know down in the comments or on my Discord or at me on Twitter what packs you have, or just more specifically what you want me to do. And I will definitely do that. I forgot I was gonna say something else, but I don't remember, and I really hope that I remember before I move on to the next thing. I'm sorry, that was obnoxious. But yeah, what was I saying? I was saying about the Tiny Living, the limited pack builds. I don't know. I really don't want to move on because I want to remember what I was going to say. Yeah, don't you just hate when that happens? It's gone. It's totally gone. Maybe I'll think about it in a second. But anyway, I'm back out to the front little porch area. You can see where I put the jacuzzi, and this is the sunken down fire pit. Hopefully it's functional. Most seats will clip to that fire pit. So if they clip, which those did, they should be able to sit there. I'm just don't know for sure. But hopefully they can sit there. And then that was just another random seating area. And then I'm just trying to fill up the holes and put some more greenery out here. And that's really all that I do in this little area. I'm still trying to think of what I was gonna say, because now the video is about to be over and I don't remember. Yeah, I don't. But as you can see, I did extend the pavements all the way back, and you can kind of see where I put the trash cans. But here's the full-on moment for the dining room table, and then you can see the outdoor kitchen coming together. I even put a sink. Y'all, I don't remember what I was gonna say, and it's literally gonna kill me, and I'm so sorry. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. And if I remember what I was gonna say, I will definitely put it down in the comments. I probably won't remember. I feel like I said a lot in this voiceover and talked really fast, so I'm very sorry about that. At the current moment, it is 2:10. It is 2:10 in the morning, after being up till 6 a.m. last night and then working today. So I'm just all over the place. But anyway, guys, the screenshot should be rolling any second now. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll always respond to your comments. And please hit that notification bell. That way you know exactly when I post my next video, exactly when I post it, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.